That's me, I'm confident. Don't want your compliments, use common sense. I'm on my Michelle Obama. Shut your mouth. Boy, I think you know who run this house. I ain't thirsting for no bait, cause I already know what you're trying to say. Said that you a baller and I see you trying to holler, but that ain't how it's right up.
Hi guys, today as you guys can tell this is more of a serious video. I thought this was a really important video to film, and I really like the topic of it, and I was actually really excited to film this for you guys. For anyone who's watching this, I was actually really excited to film this because it's actually a very serious topic to talk about, and it is confidence and having self-confidence. So the reason I wanted to film this, I actually just in my school we had this thing. It was called Nightstock, and if you don't know what that is, which you probably don't, it's Woodstock. And if you know what that is, and if you don't know, I'll explain. Woodstock is this event that happens in California where people go and perform, they sing, and they show art. And so in my school we had the same thing. I actually volunteered to sing, and I haven't sang in front of an audience in like forever. It's like the last time I did it was in 5th grade, and that was with a choir concert. And so I've never sang in front of people, and so that week I wasn't really nervous, and then I tried to sing in front of my friends, and I was like, so they were just like my friends, and I was really nervous, and I was actually like shaking with nerves, and I don't know why I was so nervous. They were like my friends, and I was like, if I can't do this in front of my own friends, how am I gonna do it in front of people, strangers? And I was like freaking out, and it was the day of, and I had gotten to the school and like the nerves kicked in. I was like, I'm actually gonna do this. I'm actually gonna sing in front of people. And so right before I had gone on stage, I went for like a little walk, just like to really process what I was about to do. And I was like practicing, and then they called me and they told me I was gonna go up next. And I stepped onto the stage, and I was so freaking nervous. I had never been that nervous in my entire life, and it was such an amazing feeling to perform in front of all. It wasn't even a lot of people because it was just the beginning of the event, and so there was few people there, but it was like a lot for me. And there was like people shouting my name, people with their flashlights. They turned their flashlights on their phone and they did that thing, you know how they did in the concerts, and there's people doing that. So when I saw that, I started smiling. I couldn't like contain my happiness. And then I had finished performing, and my friends and my family came up to me. My sister was actually the first one to come up to me, and she was like in tears. She was crying, and I didn't know why, and I was like, oh my god, why is she crying? And she was like, you did so good, I'm so proud of you. That was probably one of like the best moments in my life thus far, and seeing how she reacted, it made me feel so freaking good about myself, and it like raised my self-esteem and my self-confidence, because I got on that stage and I had zero confidence. Like I was afraid I was gonna screw up, and then seeing how she reacted and how she felt, it raised my self-confidence so freaking much, and it made me feel really good just seeing how happy she was. And that was probably the best feeling I have. That it just felt so good. And then the rest of the night, people I didn't know were going up to me and were like, you did such a good job. And it's like, these were people I've never met in my entire life. I don't know, I just go to school with, and I see them every now and then, and them going up to me and like telling me I did a good job made me feel so good about myself, and it raised my confidence so freaking high. And that's just so amazing, just to see how other people felt and reacted to my performance, and it made me feel really good that I was really happy and proud of myself for actually going up there and singing. And so self-confidence is such an important thing to have, and it's something even still I struggle with, and I know so many people struggle with it because it's not something you just get. It's really hard to be confident in yourself just because all people ever do is compare you to everyone else, and it really sucks because I know a lot of my life has been like being compared to people, and it really sucks that that's all people ever do is either critique you or compare you to everyone else and make you feel bad and make you break you down and to the point where you're not confident at all anymore. Trust me, it took me so long to finally be confident in myself because all of middle school I wasn't, probably 8th grade was the year where I finally was like really, I finally had that self-esteem and I was really confident in myself. That's probably the year that everything was finally just turning around, because I know 7th and lower I wasn't freaking confident at all. I had self-confidence issues, and all I would ever do is compare myself to other people, and I hated that about myself, but that's what I would always do, and I hated that so much. And it really sucks that we like to critique ourselves. I hate critiquing myself so much, but I find myself doing it a lot. So if you live your life just comparing yourself to other people and like pointing out your flaws, you're not going to be happy, and you're not ever going to be confident. Or it sucks, but that's just life. And so it's really hard to be positive all the time. But if Beyonce can do it, then you can do it. Come on, girl. Like, or guy, if you're a guy watching this. Everyone should be able to be in this place where you're happy with yourself, where you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love myself. Because it's taking me such a long time to get to that point where I can look at myself and tell myself I do love myself and I'm happy with everything that I have. It's like really hard to like do because it's like you never feel like you're good. Like, I want Kim Kardashian's body. Like, no, I have to appreciate myself for how I am and who I am, and I have to be confident with who I am and what I am today. And that's just life. You can't spend every last dying second critiquing yourself and like breaking yourself down, because then you will never be happy. You have to be happy with who you are, because who you are is an amazing person and a one-of-a-kind person. They always say like you should just be yourself because you're like the only one. Like, you know what? It's true. There's no one like you in this entire world, and that's the best part about everyone. It's like we're all unique, and it's really freaking cool that no one is the same. We're all little flowers. We're not flowers. We're all, I don't know, what's unique? You're unique. We're all, oh my gosh, we're all crystals, guys. We're all crystals. We're all one of a kind, okay? I just thought about that in my head, but so yeah, if you're struggling with self-confidence, do what I do. Look at crystals. No, I'm just kidding. When I was struggling with self-confidence, I would actually watch Bethany Moda's videos a lot, because she actually was one of the people that helped me build my self-confidence up, because she herself has been bullied her entire life, and people tell her she was never good enough and all this stuff. And watching or hearing her side of the story made me feel so even more connected than I already am to her, because she is such a huge inspiration to me, and she is like definitely my icon, and I love her to bits and pieces. And she is such an amazing person, and she helped me build my self-esteem and my self-confidence, and I really love her for that. So many YouTubers have made videos like this, and this is a really important topic, and that's why people make it, because they want you to know that you're perfect just the way you are. You are an amazing human, and that's the truth, and that's the reality of it. And so I think that's it for this video. I probably will make a future video about this again, because I really like talking about this, and it's like a really important topic. So yeah, so that's the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and to share it with your friends and your family, maybe people that are struggling with confidence and their self-esteem. Send this video to them, because this is a really helpful video. And yeah, so I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys are all having a great spring break, because I am on spring break, and trust me, I have been sleeping in. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful weekend. And yeah, until next week, I will see you all next week. Bye guys, thank you guys for watching. Love ya.
Every day is payday. Swipe my card, then I do the nay-nay. You talking to a late date. I want a Kanye, yeah, not a right day. So that's a no-no. I'ma make back and use a Volvo. This convo beat like Drake, ayy. I already know what you're trying to say.